Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of my Building a Brand series. I'll show you behind the scenes of my launch strategist call and the actual launch roadmap I received from my launch strategist. I also show you behind the scenes of my content plan and website design, and I hope you enjoy. Hello everybody. I wanted to make this Building a Brand episode all about the things that I'm doing with my launch strategist. So I just filled out a really in-depth form that she sent over to me, basically to ask me all types of questions, like what is my goal with this launch, all the things that I have been able to launch in the past and like how successful they were, the emails that I used to send during those launches, and then it went into depth with everything. But it really got me thinking, and this is the reason I wanted to hire a launch strategist and bring an expert on to kind of like help me know a path to take to make this launch actually successful, and also not even just successful, but knowing like a good plan, a good marketing plan, because this is like a one-man business over here, and sometimes I don't know like the best way to do things. And I know she's worked with a lot of other creatives, so I was like, maybe she can help me know the best way to make this offer so intriguing, because I know what I'm going to be doing is going to take a lot of my time. It's going to be so valuable, and I want to be able to express that through words and make it actually intriguing, if that makes sense. So anyway, this has been already super helpful, not only just to get me to think on all the things that I want, but also just I feel like she's gonna absolutely help me so much. I feel really good about things. I feel like communicating with your audience and stuff, ow, my back, is like the best way to make a product or service or whatever it is actually enticing and something that they need and want. So yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to get all the answers to that, and also I'd love to hear your guys' answers. Like I said, I will link that survey down below, but we will see. I'm super excited. And yeah, basically I want to work on the actual content of the community this week. That's what I'm gonna prioritize. But anyway, I wanted to catch you guys up on where I'm at with the launch strategist. I think we're gonna schedule a call in April. It is March 24th right now, so April is right around the corner. So I wanted to get that form done earlier than later, but we're gonna get on a call in April, which I will try and get a few clips from that to show you guys so that you know everything going into it. And yeah, anyway, wanted to catch you up on where I'm at. I wanted to share real quick before the vlog continues that I just created a freebie, a little, I don't know if I want to call it a webinar or like presentation guide kind of thing, but basically I dove deep into how I was actually able to reach a six-figure income my second year in business. I go over actual clients where they found me, actual numbers of like the projects, like the ranges of pricing during the year of projects, and I also talk about my passive income streams and a lot of things. So I just recorded that a little bit ago and I'm really proud of it. So if you want to get in on this freebie, definitely be sure to check that out. I'll have it in the link in the bio down below, and just kind of gives you an idea of like the goal of how I want to teach when the community launches. This is not like an actual tutorial from it, but just so we can get to know each other better, so you can hear my journey a little more. So definitely go check out that freebie. I'm super proud of it, and I wanted to share that before the video goes too long. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hello guys, I'm about to get on my call with my launch strategist, and it's a 90-minute call because we're gonna go through lots of questions and pretty much everything that I have for the business already. I'm not quite sure what she's gonna ask me yet, but I have everything ready to show in case I need to. So I have like my website mock-up, my photos, the survey that you guys were nice enough to fill out for me, and the onboarding form. So I'm gonna just make sure I have all that open, because yeah, we're gonna get on that call, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see like what she says, and if it's probably gonna give me a lot of clarity, just even answering questions and stuff, and like kind of brainstorming with her on things. So I'm excited. I just remembered, actually, I want to grab my notepad real quick before the call, because I had some notes in there of like, and I also have my screen towel thing, which maybe I'll open that, which I showed you guys in the first episode of this series where I basically just organized everything in here based on my business versus Curated Collective. So I'm gonna have that open, and I'm gonna have a notepad ready to write anything in case I think of something. So I'm gonna have this and my pen.
I've gone through all of the information you've given me, which is so detailed, which is amazing. But basically, I'm going to ask you a ton of questions. We'll get into the nitty gritty. We do tend to sort of bounce around a little bit. So sort of how it'll go, just sort of go with the flow in the different sections as we dive into different pieces. Really so that I can get as much detailed information as possible on each different thing. So we'll look at different things like positioning, at things like your lead magnet, which I know you're wanting to talk about. We'll look at nurture content. I'd love to dive a little more into the person who you're wanting to attract, because you've provided great info, but I want to get like really, really granular with that. So I guess dive into that to start. You know, where are they at? Like, who is that very, very best fit person for you? Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, that's a good question, because I feel like I get like so many levels, but when I think about like who I like really enjoyed kind of helping and working with, I would say like a newer designer, but someone who is actually like doing this, whether it's like freelancing or like full-time. So someone that's like dedicated to like really like learning. But I would say that someone who is newer into the design world, just wanting to like improve and like, I guess like learn real like design skills, if that makes sense. Like I want them to be able to come to me and like learn how to do the client process and the design skills and like maybe improve their full process. So someone that's just really trying to like kind of start from the ground up and learn all those steps that are needed. But at the same time, I'm okay with working with people who like are already designers and who like are established and stuff. But I would say that I feel like I really enjoy working with people who are just starting, because I'm able to kind of explain it to them in that way. So I would say like newer designers, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
like how to get those creative juices flowing for like, especially like brand projects, like branding design. So like how to find inspiration is like a big question that I get. And then one of the other really big questions I get is like clients and like getting clients, landing clients, and then also like client issues that might come up. I tend to get a lot of questions on those. Those are like the top two questions I get a lot. And then there's like random little questions that come through about like website design tips, like how to fix certain things on websites and stuff. But I would say mainly the client part of things, bless you, the client part of things, and then also the creativity side of things too. Those are like the top questions. Yeah, like they're on social media a lot or scrolling through Pinterest a lot, and then they just get so overwhelmed that they don't even know kind of where to move forward. So that's one of the things I really want to like help with, is like fine-tuning like everyone's unique like style.
Really helpful.
Collection. So yeah, I have like WordPress tutorials, Show It, Adobe Illustrator, the client process tutorials.
I think it might be even a little bit easier for you just to go, hey, there's this sort of entry level, and then it's just such a clear distinction.
Yeah, no, I think that makes more sense.
Because one is more, you know, you get a resource hub, and the other one is you gain a community and support, as well as like some more advanced.
Yeah, I think that's
resources.
Perfect because I have like newer young designers and really established, that kind of speaks to like both of those.
And are you like locked in on the price?
No, I'm open to changing it.
And then in terms of urgency, you know, you can have the founding members price for this first launch, and then when the cart closes, you know, the price increases. So that's the urgency for the whole time. But if you had, you know, a say 24 or 48 hour, you know, doors open bonus, is there anything that comes to mind to you?
Like a specific offer that they can get by joining within that time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I'd have to kind of think about like something that came to mind that would be a bit easier for me, like timing wise, would be to actually give them like maybe like a little like template kind of like kit in a way, where they can have like, because then I can just design it once and like have a template ready to go out. So maybe if they join in that $39 one, I can have it set up where they get like an immediate email with like that free download. Some sort of like freebie would be easy for me and beneficial.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that would be great.
Because I know this kind of has a different identity than what my
it's a different brand identity. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, part of me is thinking my personal brand can have a button similar to this up top that like takes them to Curated Collective, because I've seen a lot of designers do that too, where they
So I guess the main differentiator between Megan Weeks Design and Curated Collective, that Megan Weeks Design is the services for your clients.
Yeah, so I did like
the community for designers.
Exactly. I was like trying to organize them out of my brain columns, and I was like, Megan Weeks Design Co. is more of like the services and YouTube and courses, but Curated Collective is the community and the shop that I'll eventually have. And I'm also going to rename my podcast to this too, because it's all about helping them, whereas the Curated Collective is more, or Megan Weeks Design Co. is more about the clients and like the YouTube and stuff, like more my personal brand. Whereas this is like, I think because I've designed this to have such a different look and kind of feel to it, that I'm a little confused on how to even like post on my Instagram feed about this, because it's going to look like a completely different brand.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of confused on how to like let them know that I'm not forgetting about Megan Weeks Design Co. This is just an addition to. I want them to know that it's just like a branch of my business. That's just why I was really trying to like show the behind the scenes on YouTube of like what's actually going into this. I think it's just like the language of how I'm going to like share about it, which I'm sure you'll be able to help me with. But
yes.
I think that's.
Can I tell you what I find confusing when I look at them both?
Yeah, please do.
It's like stands out to me straight away. So okay, so I'm on your main website, right? And it's like, so the main thing is that it's the education and the service piece, right? I think that's what's confusing me on first impression, right?
Okay.
But I know that in your mind, it's like you probably see it a different way. So when I go to your website, my home, about education, but then I see Curated Collective Co. and I go, oh, this is education. This is education for designers. And to me, it kind of feels like the same thing as where you've got, and I know these resources are probably different.
Yeah.
You're deciding to code it.
Yeah. I was even thinking of like having that education tab right when they click on that, take them to here.
I think that will make more sense.
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense to me, because it's all about who you're talking to, because it feels like, hey, I'm trying to talk to so many people on the Megan Weeks website. Whereas if you just go, this is just, yes, it's you, it's your personal brand, but you just sort of kept things as, hey, the clients, the this and that, and your behind the scene processes as you want to share that. But then education just takes you to this whole different, this community. And it is about them, it's for the designers.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Yeah. To have it take them here. And then I can even have a tab up here, like for the courses that show them like what I already have. And maybe it makes even more sense, like for my courses, I can even probably change the name of that to Curated Collective, just so all education is under this name.
That's what I would do, and it will just feel easier for you, because you're just then speaking to one person on this site, one person on that site, but you can link across to them. It shows your credibility and all of that.
Yeah, I like that.
And then in terms of Instagram, you've obviously got a different Instagram account, right, for this?
I do.
Or you don't? Yeah, you do. I think that you just share, like you just do the collaborate thing. And
and I have that easier. I feel like I could just post on Curated Collective about the education tips, and then that's a good idea to just share it between the two. And then I can even have a highlight on my personal Instagram about how they can learn more from me.
Yeah. And just sort of link it in your bio and share, do it as collaborative posts for most of them, unless you feel that it just should be on Curated Collective. But I mean, you have a lot of designers following you anyway, but then it's just super clear. If someone looks at your bio, they understand, oh yeah, that's the education side of things, and this is like where I go for service providers to hire you, to do my website.
Yeah, that's perfect. Hello everyone. It is the day after my launch strategist call, and I wanted to kind of chat with you guys about the things that we kind of like summarized in a way, and like the notes that I took away from it just for my own kind of like organization and things that I'm going to be keeping in mind and stuff. So I wrote like notes while we were on the call, but it was so good. It like really got me thinking more about. And one of the things I really like about Elise is she really dives into like you guys and your, like, if you were to work with her, she'll dive into your target audience so deeply to the point of like, what is these designers' struggles? What is it that they're seeking? Like, what is this community gonna bring that's different than like other communities? And what kind of lessons? And like, we talked about everything. So it was so helpful. And one of the things that I've been really struggling with like mentally on how to like organize things is I already have like some courses under my personal brand, which I'm sure you guys know and you might have taken some of those, but those are under my like Megan Weeks Design Co personal brand. And I think I was getting confused because Curated Collective Co is going to be the education side of my business, where it's gonna have that community, it's gonna have the templates, like I'm moving all my shop items over there. And I think I was just like going to keep my courses under my personal brand, but one of the things we talked about was just putting it all under Curated Collective Co, like having that as everything education wise, and having like my personal brand as like my services and like social media and stuff, but having Curated Collective as like education. So that really helped me mentally. I don't know why that just one little thing she said like kind of made it all more clear to me. So what I'm going to be working on today, actually, because I have some time, is I'm going to work on the website, because I think I want to launch that before I launch the community, just so I can bring over all those courses and just like kind of relaunch my courses in a way of like, this is now the Curated Collective courses taught by Megan Weeks Design. So it's gonna kind of be like that. So let me know if you guys have questions on that. I'll definitely share the process as I prepare for that kind of changeover and switch, and I'll send tons of emails and stuff when that happens, so it's not like confusing looking. But that really helped me like organize it in my head in terms of like how to have both and how to have them both flow together but not be confusing. So we have that, and then another thing that we talked about. Also, when I launch the website, I'm going to launch the product with it. So I have my notepad. I know I've shown you guys, and I have all of those ones that I can sell. So I think when I launch the website shortly after, I'm going to put those notepads like for sale, and possibly the shirts too. But I know the shirts are probably going to not be as of interest because we won't have like the community yet and stuff like that. But the notepads for sure I want to start selling. So I think when I launch the full, or like the website, I'll have a page that talks more in detail about the community, because I know on the survey that I had in my last video, a lot of you said you don't even really know what this is all about yet, which is totally understandable. I haven't really shared a lot about it yet, so that's the goal. So yeah, anyway, we talked about that. We talked about how to make it like an enticing launch, because Elise is a launch strategist, so she knows how to really make it sound like valuable, and it is valuable. Like, I'm going to be giving so much information, but I don't do very good at like selling it, because I'm sure you guys know this by now, but I am going to be really honest with you. If I don't think that maybe this is what you're looking for, or if you reach out to me and you want to know about my courses, I'll be 100% honest if I think it's going to help you in your situation right now. So I'm not the best at like selling things, but I wanted her to come in and help me like really make this everything it's all about. I want to be able to say that in words and stuff. So she helped me kind of figure out a way to launch it so it's enticing. So we're thinking of doing like a founding member price, where for the first 10 days of opening the community, the price will be lower for those founding members. So that's kind of what we discussed. And then also potentially having like those founding members getting a live Q&A session with me, or a branding guideline template. So something like that, but we're still kind of organizing all that. And then, oh yeah, and then I'm gonna, when I launch the website end of May, I'm thinking I will also rename the podcast, because I don't drink anymore, guys. Like, I really have no interest in alcohol anymore. Just, it's like a personal choice. I just feel like it wasn't really serving me anymore. and my podcast is wine and design, and it just doesn't align with me anymore. So I really want to change that sooner than later. So one of the things we talked about was making a podcast episode all about the name change, Curated Collective, what it is, and all that. So that's gonna be helpful. But basically after this call is when she goes and works on everything. So for the next like week, she's gonna be working on a roadmap for me, and I'm so excited to see kind of like the results and stuff, and like what she recommends for like how to say things, how to put it out there. So I'm very, very excited to see that, and I'll definitely show you guys in this video. But I just wanted to kind of like check in today, share my thoughts and feelings about the call. It was a very long call. It was like 2 hours. We went a little over, which was so sweet of her, because usually it's an hour and a half, but we had a lot to get through, so we did 2 hours. And I know it included some clips from the call for you. But yeah, it was really good. And thank you guys so much for filling out the survey or the questionnaire that I provided in the last video. If you want to go fill that out, please do. I love to learn more about you guys and where you're at in business and design and stuff like that. So I'll leave it again in this description box. But yeah, thank you so much if you filled that out. But anyway, I need to work on the website today so I can get that up by end of May, because May is going to be busy for me with like client stuff. So I will be working on that today, and hopefully we'll get the photos really soon. So anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Hello guys, I did not want to turn the camera on because I'm sick again. April has been, I hate to sound negative or come on here negative at all, but it's been one of the worst months. Like, so much has happened. My car accident, the parts are back ordered, so I probably won't have my car for months at this point. I was sick at the beginning of the month. I just have been a little stressed with like work and stuff, which is probably why I'm sick again. But I'm so sick. Like, I have not felt this sick in a really long time. The first sickness I had at the beginning of this month was like bearable. I still had energy and stuff. It was just like a bit of a cold. But this one is rough. Like, I had a fever on Sunday night all night, so I did not sleep good. And I have like a deep chest cough. So I don't know what the heck I caught, but it is rough. And last Friday, I discovered that I'm really allergic to soy milk or something. I've had like weird feelings with soy milk before, but nothing to this extent, like to the point where my throat was swelling up on Friday. So I'm like, what else can happen this month? It's just been hectic. I feel like I've just been literally laying on the couch because I'm like, you know what? I just need to relax and rest and sleep in. Clearly my body is like fighting this. So anyway, it's been a bit of a rough month, but while I'm laying here relaxing on the couch, I actually wanted to, I'm catching up on some client stuff, but I actually feel pretty caught up with that. But I am basically catching up on Curated Collective. So anyway, I am so sorry. I feel like I sound disgusting too. Like, it is so rough. I cannot wait until I feel healthy and strong again, because I am gonna appreciate that so much more and not take advantage of it. And like, yeah, man, being sick is the worst. So anyway, I am resting, but I actually started designing my website, like developing it. And I'm developing it on Shopify because I have a lot of products, like digital products, and I just think it's the best fit for what I need. I already started to develop it on WordPress, and I was like, you know what? I think Shopify is actually a better route for me since I'm gonna have products and stuff. And I love the way that you can like lay out the products on Shopify, and just I'm gonna be having more products than I typically recommend for like the buy buttons, which is what I was doing on my website now. So I figured I'd show you guys a little behind the scenes. I might just screen record, and when I'm feeling better, voice over it, because even just talking now like hurts my throat. Oh man, yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna lay on the couch and work, and I'll record my screen. But I just wanted to catch you guys up with where I'm at. It's April 30th, and this week, at the end of the week, I should be getting my launch strategist, the final thing from her. So I'm super excited about that. And I'll probably include all this website design stuff in the next episode, because I want to start pushing these out a little more frequently. So yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit in this, and then we'll kind of like finalize everything in the next episode. But oh my god, my throat. If you're healthy right now, appreciate it, be grateful for it, because health is everything.
Born over a fault line, bad teeth and worse habits, high heels in a trailer. If you want it, you should have it. Cracking like a glacier. Any semblance of restraint. Simple observations.
Hey guys, I am finally healthier. It's funny because I've been feeling really good the last 2 days, but right when I started to film, my ear is like kind of plugged. But anyway, I feel like 98% myself again. Little congestion and cough lingering, but so much better from the last time I spoke to you guys. So yeah, I'm still taking things slow with Curated Collective. I feel like that was the best decision I could have made, was just like taking it week by week and just doing like a little bit of something each week. Hold on, I gotta answer this because I've missed his call like all day. Anyway, I just sat at my computer. Well, I've been at my computer, but something I wanted to work on. Also, I look like a bald egg right now, but my hair's in a clip. So anyway, I just sat down at my computer, but something I wanted to start doing is making a brand template thing in Canva. I know I've told you guys before, but I use Canva for social media graphics, presentations, stuff like that. It's just easy for me to like quickly push them out like that, especially social media. But one of the things I want to do is create a little brand template for Curated Collective, because I'm going to start posting things on my personal account, but adding myself on Curated Collective as a collaborator. So that way I don't have to make double the post on social media. I can just collaborate on the post. But I want the post to look like Curated Collective branding, but not disrupt my theme on my Instagram, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna work on a different way to make it like blend together, and I'm thinking I can just use the white, or like the light beige and the dark brown, because that will still look similar to my current branding. And then I might just change my subheading font in my current branding to be the same subheading font as Curated Collective, and then that way it'll look like they belong together. So I've been kind of stuck on like how to make the two brands blow together, but I think that's a good solution. So what I'm going to work on right now, and I will show you guys what I create. Okay guys, I set up everything in Canva, and I think it's gonna look almost exactly like my branding. It's gonna be a slight change on my Instagram, but I think I like the way that this cover looks. I have like the Curated Collective logo up there, but let's see how to post it, because I'm very curious. I'm thinking I post on my personal account and then add myself as a collaborator. So let's try that. I'm only going to be doing this for the educational style posts, so like posts with more of like the client design work. I don't think I'm going to also post that on Curated Collective, if that makes sense. Curated Collective will be more of like the tips and stuff. So anyway, I need to find a trending audio. Let's see. I'm kind of like really into Taylor Swift's new album. I'm not a Swiftie. I don't really listen to her stuff. I enjoy like it in the background, but her new stuff, I do like it. So maybe I'll find one of her songs that's kind of trending right now.
So I leave from the gap and I love.
Okay, I think I like that. And then add the cover, which is perfect because it looks perfect in the little square. Like you can't even tell that it's a different branding. And let's see. I'm just trying to check to do the collaborator thing. How do do I do that? Oh yeah, okay, so it's right here. Invite collaborator, and I'm gonna do curated. It should pop up. Just loading that in. Cool, so it's the top one there that I've already set up. And I hope this doesn't get confusing on my Instagram, but I don't think it will. I feel like that's the best way to make it flow together. So, and then I'll make a podcast announcement about Curated Collective, that name changing. Then I'll launch the website, and then the community will be in August. So I think that's a good little system to like trickling the launches a little bit. So I'm gonna write a caption, answer this call, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, I'm pretty sure I'm wearing the same sweatshirt that I wore in the last clip, but it's a different day. It is Thursday, May 9th, and I just got an email. I'm sitting here working and I woke up to an email from the launch strategist with my launch roadmap. So let's go through it together. Okay, so she sent me the roadmap as well as a Loom overview. So I'm gonna watch the Loom first, that way I don't jump too far in, and then I'll kind of just review it and just kind of show you guys. I don't want to give away her full process because I feel like that's unfair to like her service, but I'll show you guys and kind of walk you through what she kind of helped me with. So I'm so excited, but it's a perfect week to work on this too because I don't have too many client things going on. I feel like I am pretty caught up right now with that. I have a week in between, which, as you guys know, if you watched my podcast, that's something I'm definitely trying to do, is like give myself those weeks in between my projects. So it's one of those weeks, so this is perfect because I can really dive into it. So I'm gonna watch that Loom video and then I'll come back and share with you guys what I learned.
Hello, okay, here is your launch roadmap. It's 31 pages long, so I won't take you through everything, but I'll give you a little bit of an overview. It's what you can use for your copy, in your emails, and in your sales page, and basically whenever you're talking about the community. Okay, then here I've documented your irresistible offer, how to talk about that, unique selling angles, some value proposition ideas, pricing, guarantee, some urgency factors, which we talked about.
I just listened to her walkthrough of the launch roadmap, which is 31 pages. I am like so impressed with how much detail she went into with everything, and she like really took the time to understand my current offerings and how this one is different. We kept using the language of that this is a low ticket kind of offer, whereas like my WordPress course or my bundle courses that are more like the $700, those are like high ticket offers, but this is like the most affordable thing that I'll ever offer. So that's really cool that she helped me do the pricing too, because that's where I also struggle. Hold on, my memory card's filling up. So sorry, my throat is still a little scratchy, but I thought I would kind of share with you guys a few things that I just initially saw that I'm super excited about and like is so helpful for me. The goals. Here's my goals for the launch, which I thought I'm just so transparent, you guys. I'm gonna share everything like behind the scenes, the marketing, all that, but I also want to share with you guys like what it is that I'm including in all the community and stuff. But she's basically helping me launch the community, not really launching the products or anything yet. I'm gonna have those available, but I don't really feel like I need to do a whole marketing plan around that because that'll just be kind of part of the brand. So this is mainly for the community, which is where I'm the most excited to pour my time into. So the goal is 50 to 100 signups in the initial launch. So that is quite a bit of a range, but I feel like if I can have 100 signups of community members, that's gonna be really exciting for me because I'll be posting every single week in the community, and I wanna make sure that I'm actually like posting for you guys or for people. I don't wanna be like alone in there. So that's my goal, is to have a good amount of people in there to start off. I'm also gonna have like a chat room available, so it'll be like a go-to place to like talk, and yeah, so that's really cool. Hey guys, I thought I'd pick up the camera because, hold on, let me set you on this. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is writing out my content planned on my physical calendar, because I am plugging all my content in for Curated Collective and the 10-week content plan for the launch, but I need to know like which week is which content week, and it's hard to do that on Airtable. So I wanted to have like my calendar here to reference on like which week I'm on for the content, if that makes sense. And it'll make more sense too if I show you like the launch strategist plan that she provided me, because we have 10 weeks of content ideas, which it's strategically set up so that every single week I'm giving a little bit more of knowledge and little pieces of information that will help you understand like why Curated Collective came about. And so that's what I'm working on right now. It's just wild to me. I feel like I just filled this out and we're already almost in end of May. So I'm kind of just going through. The first week of content is going to be the first week of June, and then it'll be content week 2 after that, week 3, week 4, for 10 weeks. So I'll have content ideas all the way leading up till then. And I'm thinking, since I already know what the content is going to be on and about, that next week, probably some of this week too, I'm gonna start filming that and sending it over to my video editor. That way I can have all my content ready to go. Also, because in June I'll be traveling a couple of those weeks and I don't want to have to stress about, you know, filming content and editing content and stuff. So that'll give me a good amount of planning and things to do. It's busy, 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 and I still have clients while I'm doing all this, so I'm kind of like, how am I gonna do this? I'm thinking I'm gonna outsource some of my client work and like do the designs for the clients, but like outsource development stuff, outsource maybe like specific tasks. So I really need to plan that out today. But I just got back from Seattle, so I'm trying to get back into work mode, and it's always hard to do after a little vacation. So I'm just going through Xing out the days that have passed us. It's already May 15th, which is wild. I'm losing time. It's crazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the content starting in June. That will be ideal for me. And I'm thinking, so next week I'm posting my Seattle vlog, and then the week after that I'm posting my building a brand vlog. So I'm gonna be editing those myself so I can have my video editor kind of help me get ahead, which was perfect plan. I think that's gonna be perfect. So I'm just writing all that out, but this is why I wanted to hire someone to help me figure out what content to post, because I can come up with the ideas and I'm also going to be like customizing what it is she sent me, but just having a plan and a strategy behind that plan was so worth it. Like, I'm so grateful that I did that for myself, because it's going to help me a ton. So episode 3 of Building a Brand, which is this one, will be going up end of this month. So I'm gonna have 2 vlogs back to back, which is different. I haven't done that in a while, but that should be fun. So I'm gonna fill this out, but I wanted to share with you guys like how I'm doing this and planning the content and all that. So I will show you guys what this content plan looks like probably a little later. I might not go into full detail about it because I feel like that's going to be repetitive to tell you the plan and then also post that content. So I'll show you the gist of like what the strategy is behind it, but first I'm going to fill this out to help me mentally know what to expect. Hello everybody, I hope you're doing wonderful. It is May 24th. I always like to say that so I know, like, because doing these building a brand episodes, I film them over like a month period of time, but this specific episode was honestly like almost a month and a half, because as you guys know, I had a really rough April, and I also had like my Seattle vlog in between. But I've still been, I told myself if I can at least put an hour to 2 hours a day into Curated Collective, then I will be on track to still launching in August. So we have an official date, and I just actually shared the branding on social media, which I haven't even announced that yet. but I have an official date, so I wanted to share that with you guys because we're getting down to the wire. We only have 2 more Building a Brand episodes left after this one because I have my whole content plan ready to go. But the launch date is August 14th. So that is when I will be launching Curated Collective Community. I think I will be launching the website actually much sooner, just so you can kind of learn about it, join the waitlist and stuff like that. But the official community and what I've been working on for so long now will be launching August 14th. So I'm so excited. I'll let you guys know. I don't think that'll change. I've been like planning out my content, my emails, everything like that leading up to it, which is what a lot of this episode was about, was like the launch strategy, the roadmap. And I'm just so excited. I feel like that was money well worth spent because she gave me such good guidance in terms of like when to post what content, because I think my problem is I have so much I want to share and so much I want to talk about that I end up getting a little bit stagnant because I don't know which one to talk about first or how to talk about it, or I don't know, I get a little overwhelmed with it. So having her kind of come and like create a content plan for me and a launch strategy was so worth it. So I'm very excited about all the content coming. I'm actually about to film a couple videos right now since I'm ready for the day. I was gonna film a couple videos that I've written out some tips about, which I'm gonna be talking about. I made a whole updated video on my story and mentioning like how I got to where I am now and like actually giving like real key moments from my journey. And yeah, so I have that coming. I have a podcast episode coming all about Curated Collective and like what it's all about. And then after that, I'm gonna have a lot of tips on like, don't do this if you want to be a designer, create a branding guideline with me, another Building a Brand series, and then I'm starting a mini series in July, which is going to like really touch on valuable things that you're gonna need to know in your design business. Even if it's not a full-time thing for you yet, still important things to know when you're like freelancing. So July is gonna be a really fun content month, and I really want to film the content for that as soon as possible so I can make like the editing and everything really cool. So I have a lot of exciting things coming. I'm super pumped about it. I do feel, if I'm being super honest, lately that I've been overwhelmed with all my ideas. But like I said, the launch strategist helped me so much with like, you know, not doing too much, and also figuring out ways to like do things a little differently to avoid stress, because that's like the ultimate thing. Is I want this to be sustainable and I want to be able to cut back on a lot of things so I can pour my heart into this weekly. So yeah, that's the goal. But with that said, I have a quick update for you guys. Okay, I moved my camera over here. Leo's in the background, but the laundry's going off, so I'm so sorry if you can hear that. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about the existing community. I do this because I feel like my existing kind of like course support area is not something that I've ever been dedicated to like posting in a lot. I kind of left it there as a way for you guys to all connect with each other. If you are enrolled in any of my courses, you have seen that I have that like sort of community going on right now. And the whole reason I've been so confused and so stressed, I just want to be so genuine with you guys because this has been the one thing that's been like really stressing me out. Part of the reason I hired the launch strategist was to help me with this issue, and we came down to a solution for it. So I have that existing course support area, but I have made a really hard decision, and like I said, a really tough decision that's been like stressing me out. But I think the best thing will be to close that because like I said, I haven't been posting in there. I've never really guaranteed that. I kind of, like I said, I left it there as a way for us to kind of connect, to get to know each other more. But the truth is, if I want to be able to pour my heart out and like give every sort of tip and give one-on-one help, that I'd have to have a separate area for that because it's going to become more of my full-time thing, and I want to say no to more client projects or refer them out to you guys. And I want to be like a mentor, educator while, you know, kind of doing that. So I hope that makes sense. But anyway, I have made that decision that the best thing will be to close that down. I'm going to make a whole official post about this and share all the information about it. But I will still be there. Like, I'm still gonna help you with the course if you have any questions. Honestly, any questions on anything, I'm happy to help. You will have my direct email address that I'll put in the post, and also on the courses themselves, on the lessons, you can actually leave a question on there and I get back to it as soon as possible. Every time I get an email notification about a question, I'm always trying to get to that question instantly and immediately, at least within 24 hours. So if you have any questions, I'll still be there to help, but I wanted to share that in this video because that's been something that's been really stressing me out, and I don't want it to seem unfair or anything. I hope that you didn't think that that was going to be, I guess, what I've been pouring my heart into now, because I keep saying that I'm going to be dedicating a lot of my time. I really am. I'm going to be posting every single week in there some helpful tutorials. I'm going to have a whole resource hub. Like, think of it as like a designer search engine, a designer's Reddit, like a place where you can go to get any questions answered. That's where I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to have exclusive podcast episodes that talk about actual client scenarios and like what to do when you face that. And I'm also going to give huge discounts on all of my templates, my processes, like everything that I do is going to be within here. So if you guys have questions, please let me know. I know I saw someone comment recently about that kind of thing that people probably have been wondering, is like what's going to happen to the current one right now. But like I said, I think the best thing is to take all that information in there, put it in the Patreon, and then have that as my ongoing like actual community where I'll be communicating in there, where you guys can have a chat room with all the people that are in the community. You'll be able to chat me one-on-one. It'll be like I'll be mentoring a lot of you, which is why I want to kind of figure out ways to de-stress, and I think closing that one down is the best way to pour into this one. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have questions on it. Hi, I'm editing this video, but I realized I didn't really make it super clear as to when that existing course support community will be closing. So I wanted to just make it really clear. You have the next like 2 weeks to ask anything in there, or if you want clarification on what exactly these changes entail. I will officially be closing that community June 14th. So I wanted to give you guys a date and also some more time to like look at those existing questions in there. I'm going to pull all those questions too and put them into the new Patreon and like have those questions answered in there too. That way you're not losing some of that information. But June 14th is when that will no longer be available. I really hope that this makes sense to you all. Like I said, if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to answer them. And also keep an eye out on your email and in that existing course support community if you're there, because I will have a special offer for the new community for all of you. So yeah, this new Patreon community is so affordable, the price of a coffee, honestly. So it's really affordable, but I wanted to do it that way because I know when starting out, it's like financial commitments are a bit more tricky. So anyway, I'm so excited, but I wanted to share that with you guys, and yeah, I'm so excited. Leo's so cute. But yeah, if you have questions on that, let me know. But I hope that makes sense. And I'm gonna start to work on the next one, which the next episode is going to be all about the website design, how I'm implementing that launch strategy to prepare for like the marketing. So it'll be a lot of website design and marketing and all of the behind the scenes of that. So I've been trying to remember to like film when I'm doing like little pieces of content and stuff like that. But that's going to be the next episode. And then the episode after that is going to be the launch. And I'm going to be super honest with you guys during the launch, like how successful it's going, if I'm reaching the goals I wanted to reach, like maybe what I would have done different and stuff like that, because there's always things I can learn from a launch. So I'm going to share all of that in the last episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed this episode, I would appreciate it so much if you gave this video a thumbs up, comment down below anything that helped you, or like I said, if you have questions on what I just shared, I will be sharing more information about that to come. So don't worry, I'm not just gonna like disappear from that current existing course support community. But I hope that you guys are doing wonderful too, and I appreciate you all so much. But yeah, like I said, let me know if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this type of content, and I will see you guys in my next one.